Okay. All right. The topic at hand tonight. What are we talking about? A major overhaul of the SAT.
You know what we're talking
I know
about.
what we're talking about. The SAT, the new college entrance exam, will return to the 1,600-point scale, which it used to be. Why did they ever leave the 1,600-point scale in the first place?
Same reason I got bangs, just to change it up.
Change it up. Shake things up a little bit. Now, there has been in recent years an essay as part of the entrance exam, but now, no more. The essay will become optional, and some vocabulary words, test designers say, will be replaced by words more commonly used in college. The sweeping changes reflect feedback over the years from educators who say that the SAT was not testing for skills that would best identify top students. Also, free test preparation will be offered through the College Board and the Khan Academy, which they hope will alter perceptions that the test benefits those who can pay for expensive preparation services or coaching. And there is competition. In recent years, the ACT, of course, has gained popularity in several states and among some schools over others. So the SAT is hopefully paying attention to the feedback it has received over the years from educators.
It's a business, you know, it's a business like any other.
Gotta stay competitive.
Yeah, they got to stay competitive.
Some kids were better, though, on the ACT than they were on the SAT.
True.
And so they used that.
And a lot of schools would accept either.
Exactly right. So they thought, okay, as long as I did well on the ACT, even though I didn't do that well on the SAT, I'm good to go. And a lot of schools, you know, they were accepted, as you said, because they accepted both of them.
I never took the ACT.
I didn't either.
Oh, I did.
You did?
I think, yeah. But I can't imagine the essay. The essay seems so subjective. I mean, you're looking at handwriting, perhaps, and
so why do you think they got rid of it?
Well, it's now part of the test still, but it's optional.
But that's the point. To me, that's the most important part of the thing. That shows your creativity, your ability to take your mind and go from this level to this level.
Right. Not just choose answers.
I got a 50 or what, 1 out of 4 chance of getting it right or wrong. I want to see somebody that can create something from start to finish. That to me speaks volumes as to who they are and what they're all about and where they plan to go.
And a lot of colleges will still, I bet, require it. You know, it's optional to take it, but you know, if you want to apply to this school, you've got to take it. So I think a lot of students will still do it. But I agree with you. How do you score an essay? There is such a level of subjectivity.
Teachers have been doing it forever.
For years, and we've been debating it forever,
We've been debating it forever. And I think I could see some schools requiring it over others. But you're looking at handwriting and the composition of ideas and, you know,
word choice,
vocabulary,
critical thinking,
all those things. Yeah, I think also that what we're seeing here is, or about to see, is a huge disruption in the entire secondary or collegiate education system. That whole landscape is about to change because colleges are now backpedaling, having to justify the tuition, the expense, the difficulty, the access, the logistics of getting through college, when a lot of kids say, look, I'm going to go through 4 years, huge debt, no job.
Right.
How do I justify that?
And look at all these studies that are now showing great jobs for kids who take other
two-year degree, or maybe take some online learning skills, or maybe go overseas and acquire some skills or college credit. And who cares about a 4-year degree?
Yeah, you taught your kids when they were growing up, at least mine. I know yours are a lot younger than mine. Mine are both over 30. They're adults, so you know they have their own families. The whole idea, though, is that I told them, this is going to set the tone for who you are and what you're all about and where you're going to go with your life. You've got to go to college. It was a given. It was an automatic.
And
I go to college, get a 4-year degree, I've got a job. That mentality doesn't exist anymore.
I think it still applies in many cases, but not all. And those people who are second-guessing families and high school students who are second-guessing college, I think those numbers are growing. And so no wonder the SAT.
I think you're right.
What was the percentage I saw the other day? 26% as of today. As of today, those that still have student loans will never finish paying their student loan before they die.
That breaks my heart.
20%?
I think it was 20 or 26%. It's like 1 out of 4. It was some crazy figure.
Wow.
Can you imagine that?
So would you be concerned if you had to take the SAT now?
I'd love to take it just to see.
Oh, you would?
I would love to take it.
All right.
I'd
Next
love
time
to
she's
challenge
on the show,
I got to tell you a funny quick story. Take 10 seconds. I'm emceeing an event with Terry Bradshaw. You know, the comedian he's And this young man that we had just introduced had just won the scholarship, and he had a perfect 1,600 on his SAT.
Oh, wow.
And everybody went, whoa. And you hear Terry say, Scott. I said, what's that? He said, my entire senior class didn't have a 1,600. All right, there you go.
All right, coming up next on the Texas Daily, when is deadly force necessary in a police chase. The Supreme Court is taking a look at high-speed chases, especially one in particular that ended with the deaths of the fleeing driver and his passenger. That story coming up next. Stay here.